What's up, church? As always, it's good to be with you for these weekly editions of what is happening in the life of our church. As you know, the fall is always busy around here, and November is no different from what it normally is. Lots of things going on. I want to start first by just expressing my sincere appreciation to this church for its commitment to the Walk to Emmaus. As you know, we just had the second Women's Walk this past weekend. And let me tell you, folks, Portland was well represented at this Emmaus Walk. We had 5 pilgrims on the walk itself. We had 3 team members working the walk. We had a number of board members that were present as well. And then when we did the Saturday evening events, we had 18, 20 folks that were there to show support for our pilgrims and for the Walk to Emmaus. And it was a proud moment for all of us there. And speaking of proud, I'm very proud that this church is committed to Emmaus and what it stands for. And as we continue to raise up leaders in the church and disciple them in that fashion. So thank you all for your support of the Walk to Emmaus. Thank you for all of you who have sponsored pilgrims this year, and be watching this future broadcast here for how you can help for walks coming up in the next year as well. So again, thank you for that, and we're very proud. I want to remind folks, this week is a busy week in the life of the church. Lots of things happening. It is Senior Fling this coming Thursday at noon. As you might remember, we brought that back a couple of months ago after being away for COVID and all that stuff. It was just decided we needed to get together, and we are meeting on the second Thursday of every month, I believe. Over here, third Thursday of every month in our celebration center, for no other reason other than just to get together, to share food and to share fellowship, just to be with one another, laugh and share stories. And so if you were in that group and want to come have a good time, we invite you to come Thursday at noon here in our celebration center for our Senior Fling. Speaking of other things happening this week, this coming Sunday is the annual pie auction, dessert auction, and bake sale. This, as you know, is an annual fundraiser for our youth group. We are excited about this. It's always a good time to be had by all. This year, though, we're going to have something, it's going to be different. We are not going to do the online bidding portion any longer. You have to be present to bid this year. And that's going to solve a few glitches and things that we've had in the past. So remember, no online bidding this year. You must be present to bid. So in order to make it a little more fun for folks, our youth are going to be providing a meal here. As you know, part of their youth group this year has been honing their culinary skills, and they've got a couple of dishes that they want to prepare for the church so that they can get a taste of that. See where I'm going with all of that, and they can enjoy some fellowship there too. In conjunction with that will be a bake sale. We're not going to do the silent auction, but we will have a bake sale. And then at 6 o'clock, we will begin our dessert auction. We are blessed again to have our auctioneer from last year who makes us so much fun. So hope that you will join us this coming Sunday, November 20th. If you are bringing a dessert, please make sure that it is here no later than 3 o'clock on Sunday so we can get everything out and get all the graphics that we need for that. And so just come and make a day of it on Sunday afternoon. Come support our youth in that fashion, and make sure that you pick up your baked goods and dessert items for the Thanksgiving holidays coming up next week. So thank you for that. Look forward to seeing you all on Sunday, November the 20th. As you know, this Sunday will be the final Sunday in the church year, which means that Advent begins on November 27th. Already our first Sunday of Advent will be there. That is the Sunday following Thanksgiving, and we are gearing up for that. Lots of things happening this year. Just want to remind folks that that begins on the 27th, and then in December we will continue on in the season of Advent, but we want to let folks know that in light of the transition transition that is happening with me leaving and our interim pastors coming in. For December only, we will go to one worship service every Sunday morning. We're going to do that on December the 4th anyway, and on Christmas Day, so it just makes sense at this time to have one Sunday morning worship service at 10 o'clock. So just get that on your radar screen. There'll be some announcements coming out about that as well. However, we are going to move forward in the holiday season. We will have our Blue Christmas service, our longest night service, as it's sometimes called. That will be on Sunday the 18th at 6 o'clock. And then we will have two Christmas Eve services, one at 5 o'clock, our family-friendly, children-oriented service. I believe word is that they're going to try to bring back the nativity pageant that we've done so many years in the past, and then our traditional candlelight communion service at 7 o'clock. We will have one worship service on Christmas Day as well at 10 o'clock. So just remember a few changes there, but nothing out of the ordinary. So December worship will be one worship service every Sunday at 10 o'clock. Do also want to let folks know, I'd mentioned the interim process. It was announced this past Sunday, and if you were in worship or joining us online, you know that our interim pastors have been named. I'm very pleased to inform you, if you have not heard, that Pastor Lisa Rush will be our interim pastor for the month of December. I think that is a brilliant move on behalf of the district and the conference. Pastor Lisa brings certainly her love of this church and her incredible skills and calm presence that's there. She will be the pastor in charge beginning December the 1st all the way through the month of December that's there. And then from January through the end of April, we will have the services of the Reverend Thomas Howe. Some of you know that name. He was a former pastor in this area a number of years ago, has a connection to Portland, actually. I believe he was the youth director when Reverend Sanford Kuhn was here, but he was also in Aransas past and around, so a number of folks knew him. So we look forward to having him with us June through April of next year. And then the rest from May on to July until this church receives its full-time pastoral appointment will be another person that has yet to be determined, but things are going well, folks, and I appreciate your prayers and your continued support of this church and our leadership. They are working so hard to make things as smooth as possible in this time of transition. So speaking of that, this coming Thursday will be our church council, the final church council of this year. This is an important church council in which we approve all of our charge conference forms. Our budget will be presented. The new church leadership will be presented. Also some really good reports from our various committees and our transitional team as well. So hope that you will hold this group in your prayers. They have been very active this year and will continue to be in this time of transition into new year that's there. So just to remember, this coming Thursday, our church council meets at 6 o'clock. That's there. Want to remind folks that our confirmation Sunday will be that first Sunday in December, December 4th. I will be your guest preacher for that day, and I'm honored to see this process through. We have two confirmands this year who have just been wonderful, and they will be helping us lead the service that day. And then also will be our commitment Sunday. As you know, we've been in this season of stewardship. I hope that you have watched the stewardship moments that we've heard from our own folks, how they apply our membership vows of prayers, presence, gifts, service, and witness to their overall life and practice of stewardship. And this week we'll continue to hear from our own as we talk about gifts, and then we'll follow that up on November 27th with our stewardship of our witness. So just know that all this is before us. December 4th, we'll wrap all of that up. We'll confirm our youth into full membership. We will celebrate Holy Communion with one another, and then we will make our commitment to God's mission and ministry for the new year at that time as well. I want to remind folks, this coming Sunday is Noisy Pots. We are excited about that. Our offering this month goes to holiday gift cards for those families in need. As you know, we This church is very generous in its gifts, and we always have a number of families that we assist during November and December alike. So I hope that you will bring your loose change and all of that with you this coming Sunday. But folks, again, as I said, it's a very busy time here. Lots of things going on, lots of exciting things going on. We are very pleased with all the folks that are stepping up to do the mission and ministry of the church. But the best way for you to stay informed of all of this is to make sure that you're connected on all our various avenues and platforms that we have there. If you have yet to sign up for our weekly newsletter, our e-news, our news and notes, please log on to our webpage. That's at FUMCPortlandTX.org. Click on the link. It'll take you right to it. That's there. We're trying really, really hard to keep that updated and keep folks connected with that. Certainly, you can join us in person for worship on Sunday mornings. You can join us online through Facebook, our YouTube channel, all those things that are there. Just lots and lots of ways to stay connected. But of course, nothing substitutes to being together with one another in the body of Christ. So we do hope to see you soon and all the various events that we have. And until that time, folks, be blessed and have a great week. We'll see you soon. Bye-bye.